continue with the transformer. We are going to see today in this section with stage variables. And before to that, I take some copy of the job. Job 18. I'll take the copy of the job 18. And this is systemware, and this job gives you the systemware. And in this job, we are going to discuss system stage variables. Stageware. Okay, transformer stageware. The job name has been defined properly. Okay, job 19. It would be job 19. So how the system variables will be defined and how to set a system variable and how do they execute. These all things we see today in this session. Before to that, I just delete the mappings. And the constraint also I'm going to remove. And in this session, you will come to know about the system variable flow and transformer flow even. Transformer flow in the sense, how does a transformer execute? Okay. So we have seen one scenario before in remove duplicate using remove duplicate stage, copy stage. In that scenario, what we have done is we got department number wise unique records and duplicate records. Means, for example, there are 10 department values. Employees are 10th department, 3 employees are there. 20th department, 5 employees are there. 30th department, 6 employees are there. So the first 10th department employee and the second 10th department employee and the third 30th department employee. 10, 20, each employee, one employee should move into one output, and repeated of those employees, duplicates, those are treated as duplicates when you take only department number as one column. But it's not actually a duplicate. It is a when you take the combination of all the columns and if the repeated value come, it is a duplicate value, but it is a repeated value. So now I want two outputs which I want to capture. 1 into 3 records of each one department, one employee record should go to one output, and the repeated of other two which are treated like duplicates when you take only department number, those employees should go to another output. The scenario already we are done with. We are done in using remove duplicate stage and sort stage. But in this, we are going to discuss with stage variables in the transformer. Okay, first of all, I'll give you some examples of stage variable. Then we go for this scenario. Okay, so first of all, if you go here, we have a constraints tab, and this is your stage properties. When you go to stage properties, you can see stage variables. Either you can define from here like SV1. So normally in the naming conversions, most of the cases, people will give naming as SV1 or else the flow, the process of that particular condition. So in stage variables, I can define some variable, temporary variables. So those variables, functionality wise, the naming would be like, but it will start with SV, stage variable employee name. Means, for example, our employee account number. So employee account number taking from a bank, and employee ID number would be 2 digits of employee's number and 2 digits of employee's account number. The first two, these should concatenate, then that is your employee's some account number or something else like that. In that case, that is a functionality. So then SV employee number, I'll give that name. And based on the location, I want some employees details. Then SV location to find employees location wise information. So like that we have the naming wise, the functionality wise, the naming of the stage variable will be given, and it is like openly like or like the naming would be SV. It will starts with SV. So here I want to define one condition before in the variable stage variable like derivation part. If I want to show and I have written one condition. So if department number, if department number equals to 10, then what I want to write? I want to write in a string, it is a 10. Else, again I'm going to write if then else condition. If department number is equal to 20, then I want to make it as 20. And else it should be 30. So this is my stage variable. So the stage variable, if you want to define, you can go to stage variable properties from here itself. Else you can go ahead with the stage properties tab and go to stage variables tab in the stage page. So the naming I want to give SVD name, department name I want to find. I want only department number 20 employees information in DS link 4. So I want to give a constraint. So here also I have a constraints tab. Else I can double click on this constraint. So automatically I get the pop-up of a constraints tab window. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this stage variable SVD name equals to what is the output, either 10 or 20 or 30. So I want to provide 30, THI or TY, 30. I'll provide 30. So in DS Link 4, I'm providing 30. And in DS Link 16, I want to provide 20. So these are the two variables that I have provided, stage variables. So now how it executes? Directly if I don't give this variable and directly if I give svd name, it is a compile time error. It cannot compile even because it cannot find svd name stage variable in the constraint. So I given here svd name in the stage variable pan, then only you can identify the next level it can identify. Here generally what is the flow of a transformer? People will ask in interviews maybe like this, what is the flow of a transformer? Stage variables, first it will execute stage variables. How many stage variables you can write? You can write a number, but it is like recommended is 25 stage variables only you can write. That is a performance wise best technique. Apart from that, if you write more based on your server configuration and all, you need to check. But recommended is 25 up to one particular stage. Okay. And the stage variables values will be used within the stage. You cannot drag those values to the next level. The stage variable you cannot drag. The output of that stage variable you can pull through the derivation. Now, stage variables I have assume that I have can write up to 25 based on the server. If you're more having more configuration of the server and all, up to 250 stage variables also you can write. There is no issue. Okay. So now I identified a SVD name because stage variable has been defined. First stage variable will execute. How many stage variables you write? One by one the stage variables will be executed, and in the temporary memory it puts the output of the stage variable. And next it goes to the looping condition. If you are using that stage variable, then that value will be called into that variable name, else it goes to constraint. In constraints, if you are using that stage variable name, it will bring that value from the temporary memory and it goes to the derivation part. So the flow of the transformer will execute in this way. So if someone asks you the stage variables flow, or I'm sorry, transformer flow. So they are expecting to explain which is the first will be executed. So stage variables, and next looping variables, looping conditions, next constraints, next derivation. So this is, and you have here derivation of two outputs. So two outputs. After this DS-Link 4, then it goes to DS-Link 16. So these are the flow of a transformer. So the order, water flow order, like water flow means you get one pan first and second, third and fourth. So the order is the same way. The transformer also will be flowed in the same way. Now I'll try to run and see how many records will flow into which output. Based on that, we can discuss the stage variables options. I'm running on single node. So total 6 records into one output, that is 30th department records. You can see in this output only 30th department records. And in the another output we have only department number, 20th department records. See, but nowhere I have given filter condition with department name. Department number based on 10, 20, 30. I have given based on the stage variable. Whatever I have written in a stage variable, that stage variable value I have used to filter the data. Getting right? So this is a stage variable and the flow of the transformer. And what are the stage variables are temporary memory. See, for example, if I delete this stage variable now, delete the stage variable. Yes. Now try to run. If you, it will throw error at the compile time only, because what it is saying, if you want to understand more, you can click on more. DS name not defined. So without defining D name, SVD name, how can we go for this constraint? So this stage variability is not able to identify it anywhere. So that is the issue where it cannot resolve. So you can put stage variable properties tab and you can say SVD name. Click OK and place the condition. Now compile. Anyhow, we have run the job and we have got the results. So we'll see only at runtime, run and view the data on the records. I mean on the rows. I'm sorry. So here there's 6 and 5. So this is just introduction of your stage variable. In the next video, we'll discuss with stage variables one scenario which I discussed starting of this video. In this session, I'm not able to do that. In the next session, immediate this section, we will start with stage variables and see the flow of transformer again. And there I can write 3 stage variables and I'll explain you clearly the flow of capturing the duplicates and unique records. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for your time.